back again. It's Greg from WHUT, Demon Head Records. We got another guitar unboxing. I don't know if you can kind of tell what's in there already, or take your guesses. But we got this pretty big boy box right here that's getting ready to get opened up. I think there's a giant word on there that might give you a hint. I don't know if you could tell, video is a little bit more stable. We found like a nice little cell phone tripod to use because we're using this awesome iPhone X to shoot these videos with. But let's get this box moved and start getting it opened up for you. And once again, with our trusty Benchmade, we're gonna start getting this box open. The seller this time did a really good tape job, although it does feel like there's a little bit of room inside the box again. We're gonna start getting this thing cut open. It's looking like they've used this box before, got something sent. A couple of cracks and dents, popping a little bit open, but overall, looks like they did a pretty good job trying to keep this thing well packed. Checking some of this out. Nice, looks like some original Jackson packing foam came with this. Okay, so we can probably get this pulled out. Definitely rad with one of these new Jackson guitar cases. I don't know what's up with this. We'll have to get that cleaned up. Looks like somebody put a shipping label on it at one point. Let's take some of this off the table. Overall, checking it out, I am pretty impressed so far with this case. This is the new Jackson RR67 case. It's a replacement to the last V case that was out that I don't know if anybody noticed, but seemed to be chipping a lot of the tips on Randy Rhoads V's because it was designed more for a King V than it was a Rhoads. Rhoads was kind of like the secondary thought. But right now these locks all feel super nice. And let's take a look inside. I've wanted one of these for a really long time, probably 30 years or so. Finally over on Christmas Eve, seller on Reverb made me a deal I could not pass up. And we bring it open. Inside is my new RR1T. I don't know if you can see the whole thing, but this thing is super rad. Let's flip the camera. Okay. Let everybody kind of see inside this case. Now, first, before we go to the guitar, case I was just as much wanting to see lately. I've owned a lot of Jacksons and a lot of V's over the years, and truthfully, the case is always a little lackluster, but this thing looks super cool. All right, if we hop down and start checking out the V, USA made RR1T. Threw in a couple of picks. Again, I do buy a bunch of used gear, so again, this is it, but this is a 2019. Guessing dude only had for a little bit. One of the first things I'm noticing on this thing is there's definitely some marks. Having a hard time. It looks like fingerprints, maybe some sort of little line right there you can see when the light hits it. Went and grabbed a microfiber cloth. Now we're going to see if we get a little bit of this off. I think you've been using these microfiber cloths. Get these things at Costco. They're nice. They're kind of cheap enough to be disposable, and they seem to be very gentle. I use them on my McCann, and since it has Euro paint, it's a little bit softer than what we normally see on USA guitars, and definitely USA cars definitely have a way harder paint, and this seems to be still pretty gentle. Do one of my little tricks on black guitars. Let's see. Try keeping like different finish cleaners and stuff off of my instruments as much as I can. They just seem to add up, and you gotta be careful always with these black finishes because they will swirl and mark. which it's inevitable when you buy something gloss black. It's like all these other colors under gloss always seem to hide the swirl marks. But if you're going for that black look, you definitely know it's gonna happen. But as we get a little closer, this thing is rad. I'm pretty stoked on it overall. Now there's supposed to be a couple of marks in it that the seller did tell me about. One was supposed to be on the headstock. Let's take a look at that. Okay, I guess you can't see a little mark right on it. Not bad. Nothing I'm going to worry about. And then there was going to be a mark in the V. I didn't see anything from a distance here. Looks pretty clean. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We have a little blem right there. Now that little blem, I would say probably saved me $1,300. So I think I could tolerate that little blem. Let's get this thing pulled out really quick. It's hard to get all in one shot. Flipped it over. Get a nice little shot of the back. It is very rad, but again, when you start seeing it, it's always disappointing that it wasn't cleaned up first, but we got a handful of fingerprints. So we're gonna go back and get these like off really quick because it's driving me crazy. Okay, I got the guitar back flipped over. The seller did include a bunch of case candy. Let's see, this looks like some original Jackson stuff. Original hang tag, final inspection date 7/22/19. So yeah, they definitely didn't have this that long. I bought it December 24th, so who knows how long they had it after it was shipped, or if it was a pre-order, something they'd wanted. Warranty card, owner's manual, typical Jackson case candy, keys, Allen wrench. Throw all this back in the bag. Now it looks like they did add Dunlop strap lock buttons. These have my original strap buttons in there. Again, I'm saying they definitely like the yellow Tortex Dunlops. I think I'll stick with my in-tune picks. A strap with the strap locks. This one made from the bag of picks, but can't go around with an extra strap. When we get home, we'll have to throw this on that strap and check it out. Maybe we'll do it in a minute, see how it feels. So I had to throw it on. I put this strap on. I don't know, man. Whoever had this thing before, it was tiny or like playing super, super high up. Now again, it came pretty in tune. Kind of weirded out about that. These last two guitars, you know, normally detune your guitars and come on guys, start putting something under like your strings to protect like the fingerboard and your frets. I don't know, a little bit safer. I like those little plastic things ESP ships with, super rad. But again, pretty closely in tune. See, there's a couple of little stickers on the back. Jackson branded tuners. Looks like they already peeled all the plastic off. Got the strap bones on. Nice glossy finish. I'm kind of glad that little dents on the bottom so I never really have to see it when I'm playing it. But this thing is super rad. Here we do a nice little talk on this case too. I am pretty stoked on the case. But for like the shipping and unboxing part of the video, outside the overall look, I'm trying to figure out what was on it. Like, what was this dude doing? I don't know how many guitars he had. Maybe they were labeled, taped up. But there is stuff all over this case. why. Some hairs, some more tape. I'm not sure what they were doing with it, but that's kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to get some Goo Gone and soak that label because it seems like they must have shipped it at some point. Maybe somebody gigged with it, had to ship it back instead of taking it on an airplane, but there's definitely some marks. But again, I did buy it used. Guitar has the 2 marks they told me it had. Gonna have a couple things in the case, like whatever. Who cares on that? Hopefully we'll wipe it down, see how it looks. Maybe it's just something that's spilled. But thanks for checking out another unboxing video. Peace.